Today, more than ever before, we are bombarded with information from all angles on a daily basis. Fake news, post-truth, information overload. These are just some of the terms that we hear in relation to information. The key information literacy skills are finding information, evaluating it, and using it appropriately, giving credit to the source, and ensuring it is accurate before sharing it with others, especially online. This tutorial will focus on developing these three skills. Sourcing accurate, evidence-based information is important for decision-making in every aspect of our lives, from health to politics to online shopping, and everything in between. In his 2015 book, The Organized Mind, Thinking Straight in the Age of Information Overload, Daniel Levitin writes, "The amount of scientific information we've discovered in the last 20 years is more than all the discoveries up to that point from the beginning of language. 5 exabytes, that's 5 by 10 to the power of 18, of new data were produced in January 2012 alone. That's 50,000 times the number of words in the entire Library of Congress. This information explosion is taxing all of us every day as we struggle to come to grips with what we really need to know and what we don't." We are all familiar with the traditional published formats of print sources: books, magazines, journals, newspapers. But what about other print sources like posters, flyers, even car stickers? Our ideas and opinions can be influenced, consciously or subconsciously, by everything we read every day, and so we need to take time to consider each source as we read it. Online sources are even more difficult to sift through, as anybody can publish information online, from blogs to social media to websites with no clear contact details. Trusted sources include ebooks, for example those available through BorrowBox, e-magazines, like those available through RB Digital, and online newspapers available through PressReader. These 3 apps are free to use with your library card. Advertisements can play a big part in influencing our decision making too, and our online feeds can be influenced in a number of ways. In his 2011 TED Talk, Beware Online Filter Bubbles, Eli Pariser discussed that issue and called for more fact-checking of online content by the large online organizations. This conversation is still ongoing. A link to this TED Talk will be given in the final slide. Websites of trusted organizations should be our first ports of call for finding information on the internet. The CRAP test for evaluating information is one of the tools that can be used in evaluating sources. It was devised by the librarian Sarah Blakesley in California State University, Chico, in 2004. The acronym CRAP is a 5-point checklist for use on information sources. 5 questions that we can ask of ourselves when in doubt about a source. Currency, the timeliness of the information. When was it written? Could it be out of date? Relevance, the importance of the information for your needs. Does this information answer the question that you need answered? Who is the intended audience for the information? Authority, the source of the information. Who wrote it and what is their expertise on the topic? Who published it? Who sponsored it? Is there contact information for the website or organization? Accuracy, the reliability, truthfulness, and correctness of the content. Where does the information come from? Is there supporting evidence? Can you verify it in another source? Are there presentation errors like spelling or grammar? Purpose, the reason the information exists. Is it there to inform, sell, or persuade? Is it objective? Are there political, ideological, or personal biases at play? IFLA, the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions, have produced this infographic on how to spot fake news. Consider the source. Click away from the story to investigate the site, its mission, and its contact info. Read beyond. Headlines can be outrageous in an effort to get clicks. What's the whole story? Check the author. Do a quick search on the author. Are they credible? Are they real? Supporting sources. Click on those links. Determine if the info given actually supports the story. Check the date. Reposting old news stories doesn't mean they're relevant to current events. Is it a joke? If it is too outlandish, it might be satire. Research the site and author to be sure. Check your biases. Consider if your own beliefs could affect your judgment. Ask the experts. Ask a librarian or consult a fact-checking site. Evaluating the information we find and ensuring it is accurate is even more important if we are planning to share it with others, especially online. Never before has there been so much information and misinformation and disinformation circulating in the world, and we all have a responsibility to ensure that we don't share information that is at best inaccurate and at worst extremely dangerous. We also have a responsibility to give credit to the source of the information we share. In summary, here are the 3 key information literacy skills to remember. Think about where you go to find information and which sources you use. Use the CRAP test and the How to Spot Fake News infographic to help you to evaluate each source. Think before sharing and passing on information to others, especially online. Ensure that it is accurate before you do so. Here are the full details of the sources we discussed. BorrowBox, RB Digital, and PressReader are all available free with your library card. Many thanks for watching.